Welcome back, anime fans. This is Anime X Comic, and today we're diving into one of the biggest debates in all of anime history. Who are the most overpowered characters of all time? Anime is full of strong heroes, terrifying villains, and godlike beings who can crush mountains, destroy planets, bend reality, or even erase existence with just a thought. But when we start ranking them, things always get heated. Fans argue, powers clash in theory battles, and the line between strong and overpowered becomes razor thin. So in this video, we're counting down the top 10 most overpowered anime characters ever. These aren't just strong fighters, these are characters who break their own universes, who stand above everyone else in sheer dominance. Some are loved, some are feared, but all of them are absolute monsters when it comes to power. We'll be looking at their backstories, iconic feats, powers, and why they deserve their rank. And don't worry, this isn't just a quick list. We're going deep, exploring what makes each of these characters legendary and why fans around the world debate their power levels to this day. And of course, this is just our list. You might agree, you might disagree, and that's the fun of it. So as you watch, keep track of your own rankings and drop your thoughts in the comments at the end. All right, enough talk. Let's begin this epic journey of power. Number 10, Pain Nagato. At number 10, we have Pain, also known as Nagato from Naruto Shippuden. Nagato was a tragic child who lost his parents in war, trained under Jiraiya, and eventually became the wielder of the Rinnegan, one of the most powerful eye techniques in shinobi history. With the Rinnegan, Nagato could control 6 separate bodies, known collectively as the 6 Paths of Pain, each with a unique ability. From levitating massive creatures to absorbing chakra or reviving the dead, each path was a weapon of mass destruction. One of his most iconic feats was the destruction of Konoha. Using the Diva Path, he unleashed Almighty Push, reducing the entire village to rubble. This moment cemented him as a force that even the strongest ninja feared. Naruto himself needed to master Sage Mode and strategize carefully just to confront him. Beyond raw power, Pain's ideology made him overpowered in influence. He believed that true peace could only be achieved through shared suffering, and his unwavering conviction allowed him to manipulate others and inspire fear across nations. When fighting, Pain was not only tactical but relentless. His combination of overwhelming abilities, intelligence, and mental fortitude made him one of the deadliest shinobi in history. Even after being defeated, his impact on the ninja world and Naruto's development remained profound, showing that overpowered characters are defined not just by strength, but by the mark they leave on their universe. Number 9. Obito Uchiha. At number 9, we have Obito Uchiha, a character whose story blends tragedy with terrifying power. Obito began as a kind, hopeful child with dreams of becoming Hokage. After witnessing the death of his friend Rin and being manipulated by Madara, he embraced darkness and became one of the most dangerous shinobi ever. His signature ability, Kamui, allowed him to phase through attacks, teleport instantly, and warp objects and people to another dimension. This made him almost untouchable in combat, as no one could physically land a hit on him without extraordinary strategy. Obito's power peaked when he became the Ten-Tails Jinchuriki. With near-limitless chakra, enhanced regeneration, and godlike techniques, he could single-handedly challenge the entire allied shinobi forces. Battles with Naruto, Kakashi, and other legendary shinobi demonstrated his overwhelming versatility and sheer destructive capability. But what makes Obito truly overpowered is more than his techniques. It's his influence. He manipulated nations, incited wars, and nearly reshaped the shinobi world according to his own vision. His combination of raw power, intelligence, and emotional complexity places him among the most terrifying and unforgettable characters in anime. Obito's legacy is twofold: immense destruction and a story of redemption. Even as one of the deadliest villains, his journey adds depth to his overpowered status, proving that true power in anime is as much about impact and presence as it is about fighting ability. Number 8. Alucard. At number 8, we enter the dark and terrifying world of Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. Alucard is not just a vampire, he is immortality and destruction incarnate. With centuries of experience, he has survived battles that would destroy entire armies, regenerates from any injury, and can summon horrific forms that make him nearly invincible. Unlike most characters who gain power through training or growth, Alucard's strength is innate and amplified by the souls he absorbs. Every soul inside him strengthens his abilities, essentially giving him multiple lives and making him almost impossible to defeat. One of his most iconic abilities is Level 0, which allows him to unleash the full power of all the souls within him. In this form, he is a walking apocalypse, tearing through enemies with unimaginable speed and ferocity. His regeneration alone makes conventional attacks useless, and he can alter his form to adapt to virtually any situation. But Alucard is terrifying not just because of raw power, it's his mind and psychology. He is cunning, sadistic, and enjoys toying with his opponents. Every encounter is a test of fear, strategy, and survival. Alucard dominates not only with physical abilities but also with his presence, making even the bravest warriors hesitate. He has fought armies, supernatural beings, and hunters alike, consistently proving that his power has no limits. Alucard's combination of immortality, regenerative abilities, tactical intelligence, and sheer brutality secures his place as one of the most overpowered characters in anime history. Number 7. Giorno Giovanna. At number 7, we have Giorno Giovanna from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. Giorno may appear like an ordinary young man at first glance, but his stand, Gold Experience Requiem, elevates him to near godlike status. Unlike typical overpowered characters who rely on brute strength, Giorno's power is about controlling reality itself. Gold Experience Requiem can nullify any action directed against him, resetting outcomes to 0, which effectively makes him invincible in combat. Giorno's genius lies in his tactical use of Requiem. He doesn't just overpower his enemies, he manipulates events, turns attacks against them, and ensures that no matter what happens, the result favors him. In the final battle against Diavolo, we see the full extent of his ability. No matter how Diavolo tries to escape or attack, Giorno's stand forces the outcome into an eternal loop of defeat for his enemy. Beyond the stand, Giorno's journey shows his leadership, courage, and intelligence. He climbs to the top of a dangerous mafia organization, overcoming foes far stronger than himself using clever strategy and calculated risk. His growth from an ambitious youth to an unshakable force makes him one of the most overpowered characters in both ability and influence. Giorno is a perfect example of how overpowered doesn't always mean raw physical strength. By controlling reality itself and ensuring victory is inevitable, he redefines what it means to be unstoppable. His inclusion at number 7 highlights the strategic, intellectual, and reality-altering aspects of ultimate power. Number 6. Goku. At number 6, we have Goku, the Saiyan who's become synonymous with growth, transformation, and limitless potential in Dragon Ball. Goku's journey from an innocent boy with a tail to the most powerful warrior in the universe is legendary. His ability to surpass his limits again and again has made him one of the most iconic characters in anime. Goku's transformations are a major part of what makes him so overpowered. From the legendary Super Saiyan to the godly Super Saiyan God and Ultra Instinct, Goku's power continues to evolve at a rapid pace. His Ultra Instinct form, in particular, is one of the most mind-blowing feats of power in anime history. This state gives him the ability to fight on pure instinct, allowing his body to react without thinking. It's a level of speed, power, and reflexes that almost no one can match. When Goku enters Ultra Instinct, it's like a different being altogether. His speed and battle IQ become so elevated that even gods of destruction struggle to keep up. Beyond transformations, Goku's fighting ability is unmatched. He's a martial arts prodigy who has learned from the best, Master Roshi, King Kai, and even the god of destruction, Beerus. His adaptability in battle allows him to learn and grow during every fight, making him a dangerous opponent for anyone. But perhaps what makes Goku truly overpowered isn't just his transformations or techniques, it's his relentless drive. His never-give-up attitude and his ability to push himself further with each challenge are what make him truly unstoppable. He doesn't just fight for victory, he fights to improve. This is why, no matter the enemy or the stakes, Goku always finds a way to win. Number 5. Ryomen Sukuna. At number 5, we have Ryomen Sukuna, the king of curses from Jujutsu Kaisen. Sukuna is a terrifying figure in the world of curses, and for good reason. Once a human sorcerer who terrorized the Jujutsu world, he was so powerful that even after his death, his spirit continued to haunt the world. He was sealed away by the strongest sorcerers, but the moment he was unleashed, it became clear that Sukuna is an entity beyond human comprehension. Sukuna's powers are nothing short of godlike. He possesses immense physical strength, speed, and curse energy that allow him to obliterate entire groups of Jujutsu sorcerers with ease. Even the top-tier Jujutsu sorcerers like Satoru Gojo fear his existence, knowing that his full strength has yet to be fully revealed. What makes Sukuna stand out even more is his mastery over his curse techniques. He can manipulate cursed energy with incredible precision, controlling powerful techniques like cleave and dismantle, which allow him to cut through anything with ease. His sheer versatility in combat makes him a force to be reckoned with, capable of adapting to any battle scenario. However, what truly makes Sukuna overpowered is his immortality. As long as he holds his 20 fingers, he cannot be killed. Even if he's wounded, he can simply regenerate, making him a seemingly invincible being. The fact that he's also incredibly intelligent, cruel, and manipulative adds another layer to his terrifying power. Sukuna's ability to strike fear into anyone around him, even the strongest characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, cements his place as one of the most overpowered characters in anime. Number 4. Beerus. At number 4, we have Beerus, the god of destruction from Dragon Ball Super. Beerus isn't just strong, he's a cosmic force whose role is to maintain balance by erasing planets, civilizations, and threats he deems unworthy. Unlike regular fighters, Beerus doesn't rely solely on combat skill. His very presence carries the authority of a god. Even the strongest mortals tremble before him, and his reputation spreads fear across the universe. His signature ability, Hakai, allows him to erase anything from existence, not just damage, but complete obliteration. This is the ultimate demonstration of overpowered status, because it isn't a fight, it's an instant decision to annihilate. When Beerus fights seriously, his speed, reflexes, and power make him almost untouchable. His battles with Super Saiyan God Goku showcased universe-shaking energy clashes, where the sheer force of their blows could threaten planets. What makes Beerus especially dangerous is that he hasn't revealed his full potential. Even Whis, his angelic mentor, hints that Beerus could destroy universes effortlessly if he truly unleashed his power. Combine this with centuries of experience, tactical intelligence, and godly instinct, and Beerus is not just a fighter, he is a walking cataclysm. Beerus exemplifies overpowered characters because his strength is absolute yet measured. He isn't constantly seeking fights, but when he does act, the consequences are monumental. His godlike abilities and authority ensure that he is one of the most unstoppable characters in anime history. Number 3. Satoru Gojo. At number 3, we have Satoru Gojo, the strongest sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo's power is legendary and almost untouchable. His signature technique, Infinity, creates an invisible barrier around him where any attack slows infinitely before reaching him. This effectively makes him untouchable in combat. Physical attacks, projectiles, and even energy-based techniques cannot reach Gojo without his permission. Then there's his Hollow Purple, a devastating combination of red and blue energy that erases anything it touches. His domain. Expansion, unlimited void traps enemies in an infinite space of knowledge, paralyzing them mentally and physically. Gojo isn't just strong. He overwhelms his opponents with a combination of technique, strategy, and sheer dominance. Beyond his raw abilities, Gojo's overpowered status comes from intelligence and confidence. He knows his limits are nearly non-existent, and he fights accordingly, often teasing his opponents while still maintaining full control. Gojo can adapt to any combat scenario, predict enemy moves, and manipulate situations to his advantage. His personality also reinforces his power. Playful and mischievous, Gojo's confidence never wavers, and his mastery over space, energy, and perception makes him virtually unbeatable. In the modern anime landscape, few characters can match Gojo's combination of raw strength, tactical intelligence, and absolute control, cementing him as one of the most overpowered characters ever. Number 2, Saitama. At number 2, we have Saitama, the caped Baldy from One Punch Man. Saitama is unique among overpowered characters because his strength is absolute and effortless. He trained so intensely that he broke every conceivable limit, achieving the ability to defeat any enemy with a single punch. Alien invaders, monstrous creatures, and even planet-busting villains, nothing can withstand his power. But what makes Saitama overpowered goes beyond just his physical abilities. His battles, such as against Boros and Garou, demonstrate not only his limitless strength but also his speed, reflexes, and adaptability. In the fight with Boros, he blocked and countered attacks that could destroy entire planets, all while remaining completely calm and unchallenged. Even Garou, known as the Hero Hunter, could only scratch the surface of Saitama's overwhelming power. Another defining trait of Saitama's overpowered nature is his limitless potential. We've never seen him struggle or face a real threat. His power seems boundless. While this is presented humorously in the anime, it emphasizes that in a battle of strength, Saitama is literally unstoppable. His personality also plays a role. Bored with fights due to his unmatched power, Saitama continues heroics not for fame or challenge, but because of his personal code. This combination of absolute strength, invincibility, and character depth makes Saitama one of the most overpowered figures in anime history, and the number 2 on our list. Number 1, Grand Zeno. And finally, at number 1, we have Grand Zeno, the Omni King from Dragon Ball Super. Grand Zeno is the ultimate being in the Dragon Ball universe, and arguably in all of anime. He doesn't need to train, fight, or strategize. With a mere thought or gesture, he can erase entire universes from existence. Planets, timelines, and gods themselves are powerless against him. His authority is absolute, and even the most powerful beings, including gods of destruction like Beerus, must obey him. Despite his childlike appearance, Zeno's power is unparalleled. He embodies the concept of absolute authority over existence. In tournaments and battles across universes, his decisions are final, and there is no force capable of resisting him. This level of power is not measured by skill, technique, or combat. It is existential dominance. Zeno's overpowered nature is enhanced by his unpredictability. Though he often appears innocent or playful, any action he takes can instantly annihilate anything he chooses. This makes him simultaneously terrifying and awe-inspiring. Unlike other characters who grow stronger through effort or conflict, Zeno's power is innate and absolute, placing him at the very top of overpowered anime characters. Grand Zeno is a reminder that some characters aren't just strong, they define the limits of power itself. This is why he takes the number 1 spot on our list. And that wraps up our top 10 most overpowered anime characters of all time. From Pain's godly control of life and death, to Zeno's ability to erase entire universes with a flick, we've seen power on every scale imaginable. And that's what makes anime so amazing. No matter how many overpowered characters appear, there's always someone new who redefines the limits. Whether it's through raw strength, divine ability, or pure willpower, Anime keeps giving us heroes and villains that push imagination beyond its boundaries. But now I want to hear from you. Who do you think deserves a spot on this list? Maybe we missed someone. Drop your rankings in the comments below. I'll be reading them all. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our next deep dive into the world of anime and comics. This is your host from Anime X Comics signing off. Thanks for watching.